My name is Raphael Valdivia, and I run a research program focused on understanding why is it that microbes sometimes cause disease and sometimes promote health. So I have gravitated towards those microbes that are difficult to study, and that is because I think that is where we're going to find the most interesting biology. In particular, like all of you sitting out there, have anywhere between 2 and 4 pounds of bacteria residing inside of you, releasing all kinds of chemicals into your system. And they can affect your mood, it can affect how you feel, and it can even interfere with the drugs that you may be taking for treating all kinds of ailments. So we know that this consortium of bacteria that we colloquially define as the microbiome is incredibly important at defining our health. Yet we have no idea how it works. So my lab, we are tool makers. We devise methods to try to understand how individual bacteria in our bodies contribute to health, and why is it that sometimes they contribute to disease. I think this is really exciting. I think it's going to lead to the next generation of smart therapeutics. In fact, last week, the first FDA microbiome-based therapeutic was approved for the treatment of C. difficile. And so I think in this next decade, you're going to see a drastic change on how we provide healthcare based on what we learn about the microbiome and how we can re-engineer it or use it to promote health and resilience. Now, I came to Duke 20 years ago. This was my first faculty position, and I was interviewing for jobs. And I had come up with this research project that had the possibility of appending really how we study microbial pathogens. It was a beautiful project. Great. So well designed. The only problem is I had no data to back it up. And so when I went and interviewed at places, institutions will look at me and they'll shake their heads and they say, who's mentoring you? Because how is this going to work? This is really risky. I think what you should do is just pick something very safe. Duke was very different. They said, you're smart, you found an interesting and difficult problem, and you've come up with a project, a program that just may help solve it. We think you should go for it. So as you can imagine, it was a no-brainer for me to come here to Duke. And several years later, I asked one of my colleagues who was in the hiring committee, why is it that they picked me? And he said, well, we figure you are the kind of person that we can drop in the middle of a deserted island and you will MacGyver your way out of it. And so even if it doesn't work, what you're proposing to do, that you will come up with something else. You're a well of ideas. So to me, that epitomizes what Duke is all about. This idea of investing in people is not just a catchphrase, but it's really what has turned Duke into the world-class institution that it is. So I hope I've convinced you so far that I am very big in this idea of investing in people. And so I was delighted when Dean Klotman asked me to lead our basic science immunology programs because both her and I share this vision that it is the time to reassess how basic sciences are done. We envision departments that are more closely integrated with physicians and clinicians so we can grab the important problems from an immunological angle that are happening at the bedside, and then we can bring them back and study them at the bench. Those are the places where we're going to get the next set of exciting principles of fundamental immunology. We also want to hire faculty who are entrepreneurial and that are not afraid to take their discoveries all the way to products that impact patient health. So I am pleased to announce that as of 2 days, 4 hours, and 16 minutes, that we have a new department of integrative immunobiology that is whose goal is to really push those new boundaries, new research scopes in research and new expanded goals. I am also very excited to lead integrative immunobiology because I think it will allow me to really supercharge this idea of investing in people. Initiatives like the Duke Science and Technology Program and distinguished professorships have really enabled faculty to really unleash their creativity and really be the most that they can be. So the ability to bring this game-changing faculty that are not only going to perform outstanding and groundbreaking research, are also able to make everybody around them better. So the impact that your philanthropy and support has on the entire research ecosystem at Duke, I cannot emphasize it enough. So I am very happy to have the opportunity to address you, to let you know about the impact that your support has had. And I'm very excited about this new initiative and for allowing me to explore it with this distinguished professorship that I have. Thank you.